Okay, we're back. This is our Octopode Wizard in the .22 tournament. Session 13, I think. We're still on this streak of 4 wins, trying to get the 5th. Took a little break and I was talking to my teammates. If you've seen some of the previous videos in this series, I talked a little bit about how the team name is Fragile Fifis, and it's kind of poking fun at, I guess you could call him the head dev or one of the devs, Gamma Funk, because he banned everybody on this team, actually except for Ultraviolet 4, but everybody else on this team for really goofy reasons from using his bot. You can go back to the MiFi video or just, well, if you really want to hear about it, I think UV4 is actually coming out with a video soon, so he's going to kind of explain the whole situation probably better than I can. I may do the same thing, in a standalone video later, but suffice to say, it's a bunch of really stupid internet drama. But the reason I bring it up again is because he's talking about, like, oh, there's these personal attacks on the devs, and the next tournament we're gonna blacklist people from doing this, and it's just all really petty and sort of vaguely embarrassing, because if you're mad about a team name which is Fragile Fifis, which is clearly like making fun of the fact that you've got thin skin, and you freak out so hard that you threaten to ban people for it, you're kind of proving the point, aren't you? Right? I don't know. Just a thought. Anyway, let's. I want rapid deconstruction on. I guess R will work. Okay, we're a statue. Let's see if all this was worth it. Oh yeah, we're one-shotting things. Oh, let's go up. This is a shapeshifter. Alright, well, it looks like we're good to go on the tabbing. Can we beat this guy? Yep. Oh yeah. I think we can drop enchant armor and enchant weapon at this point. Hey, Pro Magic, that's sweet. We can drop positive energy because we're going to be in stat form anyway. I can go ahead and do Orc because I'm immune to Orc Sorcerers now, so that's cool. We do not want to polymorph Snorg. He could turn into a dragon or something. That didn't work out too well. He's confused now. Okay, good, he's confused. I was less worried about Snorg, more worried about the Orc Sorcerer. The Orc 1 Orc Sorcerer. Wow, he blew up my Lightning Spire. Got him. Dagger of Distortion, okay. We charmed Sonya. Can I be confused by that? 1% chance, probably not. That was fun. I've forgotten how fun statue form Octopode is. And it only gets better from here. Oh, we've got ranged now. I would have liked to have had D-Missile. Wow, D-Missile's down to 54%. Of course, no spell levels left, but we can get rid of some of this stuff. Let me just think about that after I kill these. I'm RF plus, right? Should I just should I immolate? I don't have Pog or anything, so I can't get out of this easily. Yeah, let's be smart and walk backwards out of this. Maybe enslave a couple things. Just because I'm a statue does not mean that I'm immortal. I'm gonna blink. Good. Well, we'll get a lot of arrows for sticks to snakes. Alright, what can we get rid of, if anything? Call Imp. Yeah, we can get rid of Call Imp. I guess we could get rid of Petrify. Probably. I mean, yeah, what am I going to use that for, I guess? It's kind of nice, I guess. You can block hallways and stuff with stone dudes. Oh, we don't need Magic Dart anymore. This gives us 4 spell levels. We're almost up to Deflect Missiles. Charms and Air. 2 more spell levels. It's kind of weird, like all of this stuff I want, but I don't want. Like Conjure Flame, Petrify, Mephitic Cloud, we could definitely get rid of those. We don't need them, so to speak, but they're all kind of nice to have. Conjure Flame in particular has that sort of edge case of blocking cold bolts and things. For as long as I don't have RC+, then it's good to have. Oh, I should be sacrificing stealth. Forgot to do that. I was going to do that at the start of this video, but it got a little sidetracked. So we're full piety now. That improves the power of our Ru auras, and it also improves the power of Apocalypse, I think, and Power Leap, and I might even heal more from draw up power, but I'm not sure about all of that. Having more piety is better, of course, you know, in general. Alright, I'm gonna amnesia. And I will actually, I'm gonna get rid of Petrify. And I'm going to memorize Deflect Missiles, and I'm going to actually train Charms up to 5. And I'm going to cast it at a great hassle. Yeah, D-Missile already went away. Okay, it's Rupert. Can we polymorph him? Well, we don't want to anyway. He could become a dragon or something. Well, we'll make the Spire. Cool, we got the Confuse on him. God, Mephitic Cloud is honestly kind of insane. Just the fact that it can wreck anything without poison resistance. You think that you're done using it, basically, because you know, at some point in the game, you run out of stuff with a lack of our poise. But then you realize that uniques can spawn anywhere, and some of them, like Rupert, can be pretty dangerous. Hey, that's a good ring. +6 of protection. That's excellent. Evasion's okay. See invisible. Pro magic, we don't need more of that. Ambrosia, magic, heal wounds. Well, we definitely are going to have more stuff in here than we can buy. But we're going to get that +6 AC, because AC is king. Hey, Autumn Katana. Huh. That'd be pretty cool, just for clarity. But oddly enough, we have clarity as a resistance right now, or as a mutation, rather. It's a very rare thing. By the way, I'm tempted to get some dex, because I only have 6 dex, which means my EV is really bad. On account of the fact that I have dex -5 from that ring. But, let's forget that for now, and grab this Ring of Protection. Now, what are we going to wear it over? Let's say Wizardry. This is fine. Staff Form's still castable. Kind of crappy, but we'll get up there. Out of curiosity, if I take off the other Wizardry, how am I doing? 22% fail. Not good. So we'll keep one Wizardry on. And we're spread a little bit thin here, but the charms will be done soon, and air magic we're only taking to 6, so we'll be okay. Everything's good. Oh well, actually I shouldn't have bought that heal wounds, because I have bad healing from, like, I have reduced healing from worshipping Ru from the sacrifice I took. Oh well. Anyway, soon we'll buy this Arc Corrosion Ring, and we'll kill our dex even further, which tells me I really do need to pump my dexterity. I mean, having our core all the time would be nice. I may or may not buy this, come to think of it, because we don't need our core all the time. I don't know, we'll see what we find. But plus 6 AC was definitely a good one. Anyway, where shall we go now? We should finish dungeon. I still want this vile clutch. I probably should have saved my money for that, but the ring was just too tempting. Well, I've got an invisible thing here. And we just kill it with Power Leap, but that's not working either. Got him. We can turn off brand weapon. Plus 10 hand axe. Wow. I'm identifying these weapons in case they're something particularly good on resistances I could swap on if need be. That sucks. I guess I'll go stat for him. I didn't think he'd fly through the fire. Large shield of cold resistance. That would have been nice to have. Okay, that's a staff of energy, which we could, in theory, use if we start having food problems, but I have 30 rations, so it doesn't seem to be happening. Stat form does take quite a lot of food, though. Herkies here. Unable to porculate me. Let's... Wow. LRD is... Well, now it's doing something. LRD now a completely dumb spell that pretty much shouldn't exist anymore. They should have just removed it, but they just, I don't know. Kind of beating a dead horse, I guess, but that's where part of the story goes with the development of DCSS, where they recently made it to where LRD doesn't, well, I say they, but really GammaFunk made it so LRD does not destroy walls anymore. It's a really goofy change. It's pretty much, I don't want to say like universally received as something people didn't like, but it seemed like the overall consensus wasn't really that great of a change. Okay, let's go down. Ooh, I want to be in stat form. I think it was more interesting before. I'll just leave it at that. Like you would, you'd have to use it very carefully because you could open up walls and lure more things in. I mean, as an Earth Elementalist, I thought it was cool that in your starting book you had something that could alter the dungeon, you know, and I think that takes a lot of flavor away to not be able to do that anymore. Ah, darn. This is another reason that changing LRD is really stupid. You can just spam this as many times as you want with the higher damage wall types. Whoa, we're taking some damage. I'm gonna draw power. I'm gonna make a lightning spire. There we go, he's dead. Okay. Well, some more books, but it's all stuff we pretty much already have and don't need anymore. I suppose that's Shatter, but we've already, I guess, had that available and I just didn't know. This Dragon Form again, more sources of it. It's a very book-rich run here. Really spoiled. Fireball guy? Okay, cool. I was afraid he was LCS, so I wanted to make, you know, snakes. This is interesting. You know, I think I'm just gonna not fight her, because I move slowly in stat form. In theory, she could get like a really, she could just get a really good LCS on me, and then another one. In fact, I shouldn't have engaged that Titanic slime. Because it could have gotten 2 attacks on me on account of how slow I am. But that's okay. Okay, Deaths is done. Or, excuse me, Dungeon's done. We have no runes. And we don't have BBC, and until I have it, I don't want to do Elf. So we're not going to do anything janky like going to Elf before runes. We're just going to go into Spider Nest. And I might consider buying that Senv. Yeah, I need this. I need the Senv. I have to buy it, unfortunately, because you know we're gonna run into a Ghost Moth at some point. I can get rid of Magic Regeneration now. Or get rid of Acrobat and wear Magic Regeneration. Well, no, I think... What amulets are available? Reflection might be kind of cool, but I don't want to spend any more money, and I think I'm actually broke anyway. Just get regular regen. Okay. We have D-Missile. I said I didn't want to do shoals without it. Okay, I'm not going to have poison resistance in there. In fact, we can just drop poison resistance because, I mean, statue form gives you unlimited, so it's better. Corroded. This is not good. This is actually quite bad. However, we have 497 arrows, so I think we can just make snakes. I'd like to not be corroded. Negative 19 AC. Okay, there we go, it's fixed. Entropy weavers were a thing that didn't used to exist, and that was a simpler time. It's actually a pretty good monster. I don't think it belongs in lair, but other than that, I think it's a good monster. Let's make some snakes so I can back up if need be. Are you serious? Okay, there we go. We should slowly be getting better, you know, at melee, because I'm training nothing but this stuff now. I suppose I could train Earth more, and that would give me more AC in this form. Deflect missiles 26%. We need to train that more, unfortunately. We'll take charms and air to 10. Okay, there we go. There we go. Looks like there's an ant vault here. I'm gonna burn and emulate on this stuff. I guess we're teleporting. And again. Third time's the charm. 4. We teleported something like 4 times, and 3 of those led me to, well, the same place, essentially. I'm extremely corroded. Crap, okay. Well, that's one way to use up most of your enslaves. Okay. It's a little bit tedious with all those little ants, but I think that the ant queens actually have the strongest poison attack in the game. Which would matter if I wasn't completely immune. But as it stands, having statue form kind of trivializes this part of the game. I need to rest somewhere safe. Oh, that's unexplored. Okay, this is a very wide open floor. Let's try to go up. Okay, thankfully I did not get hit with a web, which could have happened, but didn't. Let's dig. Do I want to hop on over there? I think I do. Ooh, I have immolate. And we're gonna use it. Yeah, when you get one of these way too wide open floors, you really do want to try to get a kill hole going. And if you don't have digging, then consider coming back when you do. Hey, it's one of those really terrible transporter vaults we're probably going to ignore. This is a split level, so we dig through. Orb spiders are a little bit of a hassle when you are in stat form, because of course you're slower. And that's something you don't really experience on other characters, because the orb spiders can be a little faster than you, but it's fairly easy to chase them into a corner. We're gonna Meth Cloud Agnes. So many of these uniques can just be eliminated with Meth Cloud. It's kind of crazy. You know what? I'm gonna come back with Shatter. Shatter required. We'll just come back with Shatter later, because we're gonna learn Shatter. You know, we're gonna do it. So why not? We'll just pop on Staff of Energy and spam Shatter a lot. This guy wants me to go in. No thanks. Let's go up and find a different downstairs. I don't want to fight an Emperor Scorpion with buddies. Torpor Snail, huh? Ooh, and an Entropy Weaver. I'm gonna blink, and of course it sends me in the worst possible spot. Not good. I just want to get to the staircase. We're incredibly corroded. I might use Blink Scroll. Let's see if Fear works out for me. Okay. We used Fog instead of Blink, and we did a little Ghetto Blink. This is okay, I guess. Kind of bad. I'll make some snakes to help. Okay, good. The hornet's on my side. Didn't want to get paralyzed. I should be meth clouding more often, but now that we got this hornet, there's no need. Or rather, I didn't want to meth cloud him, but he's dead now, so. Let's call this demonic guy. Wow, we are We're really like the king of dense, stupid floors today in Spider. I guess I'm just gonna stair dance, you know? It's actually a really good setup for stair dancing. So, why not, right? Save myself some trouble. I don't know why I didn't do this from the start. Now, if I wasn't such a tanky character, this would spook me a bit because I could get webbed at any moment. But as you can see, I can kind of fight my way through the webs and not really care so much. So, there's a ghost moth. Ghost moths are in fact resistant to poison. And I'm having a hard time meleeing him. Oh, there we go. We just gotta get like a couple good hits. Let's kill this torpor snail. Whoa, I am not in stat form. That's not good. I don't know how that happened. I must have ran out and not been paying attention. Wow, I have to use a resource. Maybe if I take a step... Oh, no, we gotta use resources. We'll fear. We'll blink. Okay, back in stat form. Yeah, we are fragile when we're not a statue. So, definitely a thing I should be aware of and not tab so willy-nilly. Could have easily died there if I hadn't noticed so quickly. Of course, if this ghost moth wasn't here, I would have had the mana to just turn statue form back on. The plus side to all of this is, because of how dense this level is and how many things we've had to fight, I assume we're basically done with it. Wow, we were right next to the orb, or the rune vault, is part of why this was so nasty. So I found acquirement. We don't really need more books aside from the one that has BVC in it. That would be great to have. So with that said, why don't we just acquire gold? We gained a very small amount of gold. We got kind of robbed there. Bilked just a little bit. Well, we can't afford it. We're looking for that Book of Unlife there. I would also take spatial translocations, I guess, for passage. Oh, I forgot I can do a little damage to those guys with Power Leap. And I might as well, since they steal my mana anyway. Okay. Poisoner's Handbook. Nah. Well, I'll tell you what. We have our first rune, so that's good. Let's move on to shoals. Let's make sure that we have deflect missiles up. We do not have the gold, unfortunately, for what I wanted, but we will get it. And BVC isn't really required for shoals or anything. It's just like something that would be nice on this character, you know. I mean, it's not, obviously it's not required for everybody. I mean, it's not like something this character specifically would need. It's just nice to hold things in place. And plus, I would miss less because it kills their EV. So it's actually kind of a force multiplier. What I'll probably do when it comes time is, there's probably no reason for me to have rapid deconstruction and BVC at the same time. Well, I mean, they have kind of a synergy. It's just that it'll sort of take up a lot of spell levels, you know. How are we doing on Shatter, out of curiosity? Yeah, 100% fail rate. But I bet if we popped on all three of these wizardries, we could almost cast it, even with only 10 earth. Whatever, our D-missile is quite nice now, so I think we can probably tab shoals. Maybe not. I'm a little confused about these Tengus being here. That's not a typical Shoals monster. Some sort of vault, I guess, but not one that I recognize. Shoals really, I mean, I find it interesting. The color palette stands out a lot. Very, very, very bright. I almost want to get regenerate. That would be really good on this character. Ooh, we're marked. Thankfully, we've cleared most of the floor. Nothing interesting to buy here. Yeah, we're totally fine in here, actually. This is, I don't know why I was a little worried. Why I wanted BVC like I needed it or something. Or like it would make things easier. I mean, it would, but not really, since I can just tab. However, we do have the money for it now if I wanted it. I'm not sure if I want that more or Pog. Probably Pog. Well, both of them actually are... I want them to a large degree for the same reason, because they're both great escape spells. BVC holds things in place and lets you walk away. And we need to drop some things. Startella, no thanks. I'm gonna finish out Shoals before I, Hey, we have Shatter now. I'm gonna finish out Shoals before I buy anything else, I think. Well, I say that because I think I might find a book. Like, it's possible, but on the other hand, if something bad goes down, it would be nice to have an extra tool with which to escape. Well, I think I actually will go ahead and I'll get BVC rather than Pog, and my reasoning is that I already have a ton of Earth Magic to support that, whereas I only have like 5 translocations. So if I look at Book of Burglary and I look at Pog, well, no, it is 1% fail rate. Interesting. Well, how's BVC? 6%. It's a higher level. I still want, no. No, it makes more sense to get translocations, I guess. We'll train it up a little higher as well. Well, actually, I don't really have to. It's 1%. I'm not sure how I would get it to 0%, how much I would need for that. This is a very competitive tournament, by the way. Some of the ones in the past, from what I've seen, haven't been, but this one has got some very determined people trying to get a lot of points. The Korean guys from Powered by Kimchi 3, that's their team name, are still in first place. For a brief time, the guys from Go Zag or Go Home actually overtook us, but we're back in second now. We anticipate that we can win the tournament, despite the fact that we're behind for now. We just have to, well, we have a strategy, and it kind of revolves around focusing on streaks. Now, unfortunately, some of my teammates have lost their streaks, but they're very determined individuals, and I'm sure that they will try to get them back. Still quite a bit of time in the tournament. This is, I guess I should be saying which day it is. This is day 3. Of course, you can always look in the logs of when something was played. Is this guy? Yep, he's confusable. Whoa, I did not mean to do that hatch. A magic map. Ooh, this is not good. Unfortunately, Pog will not take you out to sea, even if you can go in deep water. Well, when you've made a bad mistake, Sticks to Snakes can fix it. Thankfully, I'm an octopode, so I can just go around the map like that. Let's turn off Wands of Flame and Polymorph and Random Effects, and we'll drop those 3 things here in a second. Sometimes I like to do that power leap move right in the center of a group of things. It can do quite a lot of damage. I don't know if that's ever really optimal play, because, you know, you're exhausting yourself. So you're taking away your ability to do Apocalypse for a little while. This Impaler is really doing the work to me. He's giving me the business. Let's get some more decks. I would like to get my decks above 10 again. Chances are good we're going to be wearing this thing forever, so... You know, Shatter would be nice here. I suppose it's nice pretty much anywhere. Let's blink. Statue form is ending. Have to refresh it. We'll blink away. Blink away again. Having some problems here. Let's pog. I'll just use snakes. But yeah, sometimes I like to make a conjure flame because I think it makes steam in the water. Wow, this is obnoxious. Leave me alone. I know you can't reach that far. All right. I want to kill that Kraken. I'm going to get him confused this time. Why was the other one so easy to kill? And this one's like a marlin. Oh well, he's dead now. Okay, that is Shoals. Neat. 2 runes. We don't have even remotely enough money to get Vile Clutch, but that's okay. because we have Pog now. We could pretty much do Elf, I guess. But I really don't want to do it with staff form. Like, I don't like to melee elves. I think it's very foolish, especially in a form where you're moving kind of slow. Yeah, so we're gonna try to we're gonna try to do it with rapid deconstruction, I guess. Well, I can staff form these guys. But the bigger ones are just a little too scary. I guess you could meth cloud these elves. I think you might even be able to meth cloud the super high level ones. I've never tried that, but come to think of it, it should work. I don't know how high their hit dice are. Okay, well, Ru paralyzed him, so I guess we'll just hop in, take him out. This is an interesting vault. It's a bunch of, it's actually the same stuff that gets summoned from Horrible Things. The spell. Can I dig into this wall? Yes, I can. And then I can just blow these guys apart from here. And then I can run out of mana and die. Oh, that's not so bad. I can 1v1 these guys. I don't know what I was worried about. Oh. Cacodemons. And we got a ghost here. Just a bruiser, Minotaur Gladiator, 41 damage. Nothing special. Unique cloak in there that we can't use, but a lot of mutation potions. We don't need those. I'd like to kill the ghost for the tournament points, but I might just wait until I have Shatter. Because that'll just let me erase all these cacodemons, which is preferable. Well, no, they fly. They do fly. Darn, okay, I could just apocalypse it. That might be kind of funny. Let's just do that. Don't you mutate me. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Got the ghost. I'm gonna come back with an apportation later. I don't want to mess up my really good set of mutations that I have going on here. Whoa, okay, whoa, whoa. Did that actually work? He's confused, okay. And there he is. Let's see if I can... Yeah, I can LRD these guys to death. Okay, that's good. However, there's just way too much crap heading my way. So why don't I just pog my way right out of the level. It's only Elf 2, but it feels like Elf 3. I want to kill this guy quickly before he starts summoning really nasty things. Okay. Now, I usually like to go through the hollow blades so that if I need to hatch upwards, I don't end up in an uncleared hollow blades. I'm not a big fan of doing that right now, but I'm gonna. I feel like I could potentially have some problems with some of the brands in here. Or just tanking this stuff in general, come to think of it. Well, LRD does the work, I guess. This Blade Master is wrecking me. Let's draw power. You know, for a blind guy, he sure is hitting me really well. Ru had blinded him, but you wouldn't have known it from that fight. Let's use clouds. Clear out the mage so the stuff around me disappears. This isn't so bad. Although we really haven't been tested on real elves yet, so I think a large number of them anyway. It looks like we're at the point where LRD is one-shotting stuff, though, at least the mages, so I think we'll be okay. Shattered down to 96%, that's a good sign. Okay. Let's make a spire there to block it. I'm not sure if I even want to be in stat form because it's slower. I think what I want to do is make a pog to walk out when I need to. That kind of went in the wrong direction, but I'll live. Okay, good. Now we take the pog. I may have screwed up. I ran myself out of mana. Certainly I can use resources to fix this problem, but let's try to think of a way I can fix this problem without using resources. I don't think there is one other than draw power, which is a bit risky because then I can't apocalypse, but that's okay. This will be fine. See, now he can't walk here without warping there or there. I'm pretending like I planned it that way. I did not. it is a happy coincidence. This is good. Power leap into all these guys, kill them all. It looks like we can melee Blade Masters just fine. I was having a little trouble back in the Hall of Blades, but it looks like we're okay. I just have to get the Constrict. I don't want to waste clouds on these guys, but I also don't want to get mutated by this Nekazek. Probably should have just power leaped. Oh well. Whoa, okay, there is a, there's this guy over here. Now he's dead. We're going up. This is pretty good. They can't one-shot me when I do it like this. I'm at full hit points the whole time I'm doing this stuff. And I can AoE them. Ooh. That's not good. Let's Ice Blast him. This guy we will walk away from. He can make as many Earth Elementals as he wants. I'm not engaging. Actually, this is annoying because he's taken away my walls. But he can't mess with stone, and that's the main thing that I'm using to LRD with, so it's no problem. I just thought for a moment he might be reshaping the area I need to kill these guys. But we're fine. Wouldn't just stat form against those Blade Masters because, well, they do a lot of damage, and stat form can actually stop that from happening, so... Crap. Let's clouds this guy and whack him. I really don't want to melee him. That's like the exact situation I was trying to avoid. Looks like the game really wants me to melee these guys, though. You don't need faith. +5 dexterity, I go from 20 EV to 23. That's okay. Well, we can drop that. We're not taking RC minus for fly. That RF minus ring is kind of interesting. It's wizardry, it's RLEC, which we don't care about, but it's also MR plus, which we do care about, and it's strength +7, which was, that's able to increase my damage a little bit, so it's kind of like a crappy version of slaying. With that said, I think our MR is high enough that we don't need that right now. And I don't want to sacrifice RF for it, so it's really a matter of, if I find a huge source of RF, then I might consider it. Whoa, I just tabbed an Annihilator. That could have been bad. Let's take a Phantom Mirror with us here, and a sack of spiders. We'll drop all this throwing crap, which I was using in the beginning of the game and never bothered to drop. I bet you I could cast Shatter if I drank a Brilliance Potion, so we could go ahead and break into that one little spot if I wanted to. Of course, I'd need to Amnesia something off. We haven't used Conjure Flame in forever, so that goes away. If we need to block a square, then SLS is the way to go. Lightning Spire. Well, we'll probably cut the video here. Just trying to think where I would like to go next. See, we really want to have RC plus for slime, and we only have we have RC null because of my sack of resistances. However, we can kill TRJ really easily right now with Apocalypse. We don't have Torment, which is what I like to use, but we could just like finish him off at the end with Apocalypse, so that'd be good. Excuse me. Little tired. Yeah, I think that vaults is probably the place we need to be in, due to the massive resistances that we're lacking, our massive lack of resistances, that is. Normally I go for slime, but it's just the fact that I could certainly wear this stuff. Like, I could buy that ring of ice, I suppose. I'm not gonna wear Startella, that's for sure, not in slime, that's suicidal. But if I wanted to, I could spend the 300 gold and get the ring of ice, and then I'd have RC+. I'd also have to spend 399 more gold on this Arc Core ring. We have the gold for it, but, you know, I could go ahead and get BVC for that price, so, nah. I think that if we do vaults, by the time I get to the bottom, I will have what I need for Shatter. I'll have enough skill to do it, probably without Brilliance, which means I could just do Vaults 5 essentially for free. Just go down and tear everything up, and we even have a Staff of Energy, so I can do it without wrecking my food supply. So we will park the character in vaults. And until next time, I am signing out.